Today we are going to do subscriptions in Enterprise Integrator from a business object, and we are going to go over email option of doing these. So first I'll select the business object icon, and I'm going to go with inventory transaction history. To build this notification, I'm going to say every time a inventory adjustment happens that I would like to get a notification. Now mind you, maintenance method has to either be IDF broker or transaction broker for subscriptions to work. So, and you'll find different business objects don't let you do subscriptions, and that's because they don't allow maintenance, like shipped items, because it's a COM file that doesn't allow you to do much in the IDF. Okay, so I'm going to click create. Call this my test email subscription. And I'm going to go in and create a new subset. So this subset is how it determines when to trigger a notification. So I want to go by transaction code. So I'm just going to search transaction code. And I'm going to take it directly here. Now I'm going to select after because before the transaction is created, there isn't one. So I'm going to select IA and give it a name. So you can specify more like warehouse and anything in the available attributes to combo of different stuff. You kind of play around to find the ones that work correctly, and whether they're before, after, or just every time one is changed, you want to select it. Okay, so I save that. I apply it. Now I want it every time one's created, because you're not having a change or delete on an IA. Now there are no templates here, so you could always make yourself one if you wanted to add it. So I go into create, and now I'll create my notification part. I'll click create, and emails here on the list. You can do mobile phone, which I believe is sends you text messages. You can do a host program call. So if I have an RPG program, CL program outside of the IDF that I want to call, I can do that, such as like TL Ashford, or calling to print a label, or maybe a form program. Or you can do a system link request to actually trigger transactions in the system. So today we're just doing the email, and this is going to be my IA email. Now you select an effective date. You can whatever you want it to start working. So say I want to start getting them today. If you only want to do it for a certain time period, you can do the effective date. You can always come in and change it later to stop it by putting in an effective date so it stops sending notifications. All right, so I click create, and here I will start entering in my information. So this is notifications. You just whatever email XYZ.com. So that's like just your. Usually you'll do like notifications at your host machine name.com. It doesn't really have any relevance to anything. and then who you want to send it to. So this is going to me. And then if you want to copy or blind copy anybody else, then you can put a subject in. And you can include a power link request, which I've never really seen work successful, or a netlink request, which will send a link that when you click it, it'll open netlink and go to that record. So here we will go to build message, and we'll start to enter the body. This person and search for workstation. Yeah, workstation's not gonna work. Sometimes you get lucky. Could be user. All right, so I want to do. Of course, you get all the related stuff here as well, but I want to create user on the actual transaction, which it does not look like I get the option for. So let's keep looking through it, what kind of users we have. Of course, you can always do it by relationship as well. To see what's here. So we got user field. And here's, nope, we don't want that. Oh, interesting. Okay. So we don't actually have a user option to figure out who did this. So see what we got for ID, see if anything comes up for that. Workstation ID, there it is. I just had to not have a space. So I can bring it up. I don't want the label here. I just want to have the value since I'm typing in a note. Hit OK. So now this is going to say this person, whoever did it. Performed IA transaction for, and then see, we want to do item. So here's my item field. And I want the label here too, so we'll just hit continue. And you can kind of try and play with the spacing and layout. Sometimes going to Outlook, it changes up a little bit. Sometimes it'll keep your formatting perfectly. So that item, I want to know, and you can also, let me clear the search. Okay. You can also use the filter row in netlink, which makes things quite a bit easier. Show filter row. So I want to see warehouse. And say I want to see quantity. And there's going to be some different quantity fields. So depending on what you're looking for, I want transaction quantity. Say from location. From, of course, Windows is going to do its little, you misspelled stuff. Red squigglies, there's nothing to be concerned about there. Let's do location. And pull in my location. Okay, and then continue right. Or say they're not supposed to do IA transactions. Please take corrective action. Have a nice day. So I click continue. Now it's there. I click create, and you see it's there now. And I click create here. Now that's going to show there, it's pending. I click continue. And with everything with Integrator, you would then save to host. And click commit. Sometimes you'll want to generate compile user exit source. If you do not want it to do that, you can actually come up here, you can highlight and click the checkbox, and it will uncheck it so it won't do it. And once you've done that, you exit out, and the next time you go into, next time an IA transaction happens, you start getting emails for them. So that was how to use a subscription to send an email notification. Now, mind you, that's every time an IA transaction occurs, it will send an email with the details to whoever is specified in that email. And thank you for watching.